Now, CNN anchor John King is under fire for a particular comment that he had made during some analysis of the debate last night. So, during their coverage, King discussing the incoming endorsements of members of the squad, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, Rashida Tlaib, and Ilhan Omar of Bernie Sanders. They had this conversation. Let's take a look.
They are more of the younger, fresher face, more aggressive, more liberal, less compromising. Less talk about working with Republicans. And one of the questions for Bernie Sanders has been in a very different race this time, can he find a lane to victory? There is no doubting his fundraising. There is no doubting the depth of his support across the country. But is it in the teens? Can he get into 20s? How do you win? That will certainly help him. But it will also, I think, Senator Klobuchar is coming in to join us now, have some of the other candidates say, wait a minute. Is this too far left? Is this too uncompromising? Is it too urban? Is it too internet? Does the Democratic Party need to find a broader audience? It is going to stoke the very debate we saw play out on the stage tonight.
Okay. So, look, some of what he said was perfectly fine, right? So, yes, AOC and the rest of the squad, they are younger, they are fresher, they're aggressive, they're progressive. They're not compromising with Republicans when it comes to Republican policy. And so that's great, right? Those are all very positive things. But they said also, are they too far left? Too urban. Too urban. Wait. what does that mean? Well, and look, in case you're unfamiliar, this saying something is urban is basically a dog whistle people use to describe generally the African American community. Yikes. Why would you say that? And here's the irony, right? About that. So now they're saying, Bernie Sanders, what if his support's just too urban, too diverse, right? And that's what that means. What again? The last time he ran, 2016, and by the way, the smears continue, right? Is that Bernie Sanders too white, too male? Now it's too female, too diverse. Really? I mean, come on, dude. Really? Again, they're still doing the Bernie bro smear. In fact, there was a recent article that came out penned by someone related to Elizabeth Warren. So why don't the Bernie and his bros go in and line up behind Warren? Now, you got to be kidding me. Ridiculous, absolute smear. In fact, more women, more Latinx people, African Americans, just a giant amount of diverse people support Bernie Sanders, and they do so more so than white males. So white males are actually a minority when it comes to support for Bernie Sanders. Most of the white males actually are going for, and this is actually more affluent white people are going for Elizabeth Warren / Joe Biden. And so I wonder if people are going to start calling them Warren Bros. Probably not. I doubt we'll see that, right? And along with that, I love how he says, "Oh, they're too internet." What does that even mean? Look, here's the thing: young people are a gigantic voting bloc, right? They're on the internet, as are a lot of people. Bernie, he's not getting the majority of boomers. And I say that knowing that there are plenty of boomers who do support Bernie Sanders and progressives. And you guys are wonderful. But generally, according to polling, Bernie does not do well with 65 or older. He generally does well with millennials and Gen Z. And so older people tend to go more towards Joe Biden or Elizabeth Warren, according to polling breakdowns. But again, to internet. What does that mean? I don't know. These people at CNN, they're out of touch. They don't understand. So now, John King gets some criticism here from Sean King, and this is fun. Sean King comes out and tweets, "Shame on you for this bigotry." Ouch. And then Sanders campaign manager Faiz Shakir also tweeted this in response. Is this too far left? Is this too uncompromising? Is it too urban? Is it too internet? Does the Democratic Party need to find a broader audience? And he responds, no, 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 and finally, no. Thanks for asking. I love that. So now, here's what people on CNN and John King don't get. Why is an old, frumpy Jewish man, why is he getting most of his support from young, diverse people? It's because of the policies. And again, this is related to the urban, or I'm sorry, not urban, to the internet, to internet, right? It's because thanks to the internet, you can actually see that he's held the same policy positions and has been fighting for them for nearly 40 years. Okay. He's been fighting against a system that's been openly hostile to his ideas. He's been laughed at, his policies blocked, attacked, destroyed. You know, he's been called communist, called socialist. He's been called all sorts of smears, sexist, even racist, all for trying to make the lives of regular people better. I think after, I don't know, maybe 10 years of that, most people would give up. Maybe even less. But not Bernie Sanders. Sanders has never wavered. He's never stopped. He's never, considered giving up. He's continued to fight for, the whole time. And so when people look that up and they see his record and they see that he's been fighting for the same policies for so long against a system that it has been incredibly openly hostile to him, they think, that's my guy. That's a guy I know he's going to fight for me. And so here's the other thing, right? He also understands regular people because he is regular people. And when he doesn't understand something, he actually goes to learn. Like I said, he did not have a lot of, diverse support back in 2016. Not as much, right? And he learned to listen to people, to people of color. When they say, hey, this is a problem, maybe we should focus on this as well. He listens, and he learns. And so last time, while his campaign was criticized for being, quote unquote, too white, now it's not too white. Now, oh no, it's too, quote, urban. Really? In fact, again, I got to go back to Nate Silver, who calls Sanders' support among diverse people residue. Oh, they're just the residue that's left. Ugh, what a hack. No, here's the thing. Not only does Bernie Sanders do well with people who are diverse, he also actually does well when it comes to rural areas rural areas. He did so in 2016. Bernie Sanders also got independent, even Republican voters and support. There are plenty of Republicans that said, yes, I would vote for Bernie Sanders. If you want to beat Trump, and this is what it comes down to, if you want to beat Trump, you got to use the anti-Trump. And who is that? That is unquestionably Bernie Sanders. The squad knows it. Young people know it. Older people, a lot of people know. And when he wins the primary, I believe everyone will know it. And the CNNs of the world, well, they're going to get a hard wake-up call. Hey guys, hopefully you enjoyed that free video. Now I'm going to have to ask you a favor. Between the demonetization and the YouTube algorithm messing around with view counts, etc., we're having a hard time adjusting to the new YouTube reality, which is where you guys come in. See, we have a Patreon, patreon.com/TYTNation, set up to help us rely on you guys, the viewers, instead of big corporate ads. Look, you know the show. You know I'm not in favor of big corporations anyway. So help us transition away from relying on the ad model to pay the bills and sign up to be a patron, patreon.com/TYTNation. That goes a long way to help us keep the lights on. And you guys will know that you're supporting independent, progressive media.